What if I told you that at 60, you can start your life over again as if it were just beginning? Many people reach this age thinking that it is too late to make changes, that time has passed and opportunities have disappeared. But I have news that can completely change your perspective on this phase of life. In this video, I'm going to share with you 8 powerful ways to start over in your 60s, discovering energy and purpose that you may not have known still existed within you. Each strategy I'm going to share has been tested by people who have decided not to let age get in the way of their dreams. The truth is that many people waste the best years of their lives because they believe myths about aging. They convince themselves that they are past the point of making any major changes. But if you don't learn what I'm going to teach you today, you could be missing out on the most rewarding and fulfilling years of your entire life. I'm going to show you how ordinary people, just like you, have completely transformed their lives after turning 60. And the best part? Some of these changes can start today, before you even finish watching this video. Get ready to discover that your best years may just be beginning. Tip 1. Rediscover your forgotten passions. How many times have you found yourself thinking about that hobby you loved when you were younger? Or that activity you always wanted to try but never had the time for? The first way to start over in your 60s is to reconnect with your genuine passions, the ones that have been put on hold for years of responsibilities and obligations. The problem this solves is the feeling of emptiness that many people feel at this age. After decades focused on work and family, it is common to feel lost, not knowing what to do with their free time. Many people fall into a monotonous routine, watching television or simply waiting for the days to pass. This happens because they have lost touch with what really motivated them. But how can you apply this in practice? Start by making a list of all the things you enjoyed doing when you were younger. It could be playing an instrument, painting, gardening, writing, dancing, or anything that sparked your curiosity. It doesn't matter if you think you no longer have the skills or if it's been too long. The important thing is to get started. I know a woman who, at the age of 62, started playing the piano again after 30 years of not playing. She started slowly with simple songs and now plays in concerts at her church. She told me that she feels more alive than she has in decades. Another example is a man who always wanted to learn to paint. At the age of 65, he enrolled in a basic course and discovered a talent he didn't even know he had. The direct benefits of this action are immense. First, you regain a sense of purpose and enthusiasm for life. Second, you develop new social connections with people who share your interests. Third, it stimulates your brain in a positive way, keeping your mind active and creative. And lastly, you have something to look forward to every day, a reason to wake up feeling energized. Tip 2. Invest in meaningful relationships. The second way to start over in your 60s is to invest time and energy in building truly meaningful relationships. I'm not just talking about staying in touch with old friends and family, but actively seeking out new connections and deepening existing ones. The problem many people face at this age is social isolation. With retirement, children now grown and independent, and sometimes the loss of loved ones, it's easy to feel alone and disconnected. Many people go entire days without having a meaningful conversation with another person. This not only affects their emotional well-being, but can also impact their physical and mental health. To put this into practice, start by evaluating your current relationships. Identify which people truly add value to your life and which ones are simply draining your energy. Then, make a conscious effort to nurture those positive relationships. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Invite a neighbor over for coffee. Participate in community activities where you can meet like-minded people. One practical example is that of a woman who decided to organize a walking group in her neighborhood. She started by inviting just 2 neighbors, but within a few months, the group grew to more than 10 people. Today, they not only walk together, but have become close friends, support each other, and even travel together. Another example is that of a man who volunteered to teach computer science at a local library. In addition to helping others, he made incredible friendships with people of all ages. The direct benefits are transformative. Strong relationships provide emotional support, reduce stress and anxiety, and can even increase longevity. People with strong social connections tend to have better mental health, more motivation to take care of themselves, and a more positive outlook on life. Plus, having people to count on and share experiences with makes each day richer and more meaningful. Tip 3. Set new goals and challenges. The third way to start over at 60 is to set new goals and embrace challenges that will help you grow. Many people at this age stop dreaming, thinking they have done everything possible. But the truth is that clear goals and exciting challenges are the fuel for a fulfilling life at any age. The problem this solves is stagnation and the feeling that life has lost its meaning. Without goals to pursue, the days become a purposeless repetition. Many people settle into a comfort zone that is actually a zone of discouragement, where nothing new happens and each day is the same as the last. This can lead to depression, cognitive decline, and a loss of vitality. To put this into practice, start by thinking about something you've always wanted to do, but never had the courage or opportunity to do. It could be learning a new language, traveling to a specific place, writing a book, taking a college course, or even changing careers. The important thing is that it's something that really excites you and challenges you to step out of your comfort zone. I know a woman who, at the age of 64, decided she wanted to learn English so she could talk to her grandchildren who lived abroad. She enrolled in a course, studied every day, and within 2 years was making fluent video calls with her family. Another inspiring example is a man who always wanted to write a book about the history of his city. At the age of 67, he began researching, interviewing old people, and 3 years later published a book that became a local reference. The direct benefits of setting new goals are extraordinary. First, it keeps your mind active and engaged, which is essential for brain health. Second, it develops new skills that can open unexpected doors. Third, it restores the sense of progress and achievement that is so important for self-esteem. And finally, each small victory on the path to your goals brings a deep satisfaction that renews your energy to continue living intensely. If you're enjoying these life-changing tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content that can change your life. And tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. I'll be very happy to know that people all over the world are discovering that at 60, life can be even more incredible. Tip 4. Take proactive care of your health. The fourth way to start over at 60, like you're starting over, is to take a completely new approach to your health. I'm not just talking about going to the doctor when something hurts, but taking full control of your physical and mental well-being in a preventative and intelligent way. The biggest problem this solves is the limiting belief that health problems are inevitable with age. Many people resign themselves to accepting aches, pains, and medication as a normal part of aging. They stop exercising, neglect their diet, and mentally prepare themselves for a gradual decline. This defeatist mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, leading to a quality of life that is far below what would otherwise be possible. To put this into practice, start with small, consistent changes. Incorporate at least 30 minutes of physical activity into your daily routine, even if it's just a walk. Revise your diet, prioritizing fresh, nutritious foods over processed ones. Establish a regular sleep routine and dedicate time to stress-reducing activities such as meditation or reading. An inspiring example is that of a woman who, at age 61, had diabetes, high blood pressure, and was overweight. Instead of accepting that this would be her reality, she decided to completely change her habits. She started by walking 15 minutes a day, gradually increasing her distance, changing her diet, and starting resistance training. Within 2 years, she had lost weight, controlled her diabetes, and significantly reduced her medication intake. Another case is that of a man who, at age 65, decided to run his first marathon. He started by running just a few minutes, and 3 years later, completed the race he had always dreamed of. The direct benefits of this proactive attitude are revolutionary. First, you gain more energy and determination to take advantage of all the other opportunities in life. Second, you drastically reduce the risk of chronic diseases that could limit your independence. Third, you significantly improve your mood and mental capacity, since exercise and good nutrition directly impact the brain. And finally, you develop renewed confidence in your body and its capabilities, which positively affects all aspects of your life. Tip 5. Explore new experiences and adventures. The fifth way to start over in your 60s is to fully embrace the explorer mindset, actively seeking out new experiences and adventures that expand your horizons. Many people at this age limit themselves to the familiar and known, missing out on incredible opportunities for growth and discovery. This solves the problem of monotony and the feeling that you've seen everything life has to offer. When you stop seeking out new experiences, your mind stops growing and your perspective on life becomes increasingly narrow. Many people settle for the same old routine, the same places, the same people, and gradually lose the curiosity and enthusiasm that make life exciting. To put this into action, make a list of experiences you've always wanted to have but never tried. These could be simple things like trying a different type of cuisine, visiting a museum you've never been to, or attending a cultural event. Or they could be bigger adventures like traveling alone, taking a class in another city, or trying a sport you've always been curious about. I know a woman who, at the age of 63, decided to take her first international trip alone. She had always traveled with her family and was afraid to venture out alone. But she chose a destination that had always fascinated her, planned it carefully, and had one of the most transformative experiences of her life. She came back renewed, with a confidence that radiated into all areas of her life. Another example is a man who, at the age of 68, decided to learn to dance. She had always been shy, but she signed up for a ballroom dancing class and discovered not only a new passion, but also a whole new social circle. The direct benefits are impressive. New experiences keep your brain young and flexible, creating new neural connections that improve memory and learning ability. Plus, each new adventure adds richness to your memories and conversations, making you a more interesting and engaged person. You also develop greater self-confidence as you discover that you are capable of much more than you ever imagined. And this confidence spreads to all aspects of your life, creating a positive cycle of continuous growth. Tip 6. Develop a continuous growth mindset. The sixth way to start over at 60 is to cultivate a mindset of continuous growth, genuinely believing that you can learn, improve, and evolve no matter your age. This shift in perspective is absolutely critical to transforming your life experience. The problem this solves is the fixed mindset that many people develop over time. They believe that their skills, intelligence, and abilities are set in stone and cannot be developed any further. Phrases like, "I'm too old to learn this," or "I'm too old to change," become constant self-sabotage. This limiting mindset prevents people from exploring their true potential and deprives them of incredible experiences. To practice this, start by paying attention to your thoughts and language. Every time you catch yourself saying or thinking something limiting about your age or abilities, consciously rephrase that statement. Instead of saying, "I'm too old for this," say, "I'm going to figure out how I can make this work for me." Start small learning projects, like online tutorials, books on new topics, or talking to younger people who can teach you different things. A powerful example is that of a woman who, at age 66, decided to learn how to use computers and social media to better connect with her grandchildren who lived far away. At first, she felt frustrated and thought she was too dumb to understand technology. But she changed her mental approach, began to see each difficulty as an interesting puzzle to solve, and within a few months, she was not only using social media, but even helping others her age to do the same. Another case is that of a man who, at age 70, went back to school and completed a college course he had always wanted to do, proving to himself that his mind was still sharp and capable. The benefits of this mindset are transformative. First, it keeps your mind active and engaged, which is crucial for brain health and preventing cognitive decline. Second, it builds emotional resilience that helps you better cope with challenges and changes. Third, it becomes an inspiring example for others, showing that age doesn't have to be a barrier. And finally, each new skill or knowledge you acquire boosts your self-esteem and confidence, creating positive momentum that fuels your growth. Tip 7. Rediscover your life. Purpose. The seventh way to start over at 60 is to embark on a profound journey to rediscover your true purpose in life. Many people reach this age feeling that they have lost their purpose in life, especially after retirement or after their children have left home. This solves the problem of existential emptiness that affects so many people at this stage of life. For decades, many have defined themselves by their professional or parental roles. And when these core identities change or disappear, it leaves a feeling of no longer knowing who they are or where they belong in the world. Without a clear purpose, the days feel directionless and life loses much of its meaning and energy. To put this into practice, set aside regular time for the deep reflection on what truly matters to you. Think about the experiences in your life that have brought you the most fulfillment and meaning. Consider what kind of impact you would like to have on the world, even if it's on a small scale. Ask yourself what problems or causes you're passionate about and how you could contribute to solving them using your unique skills and experiences. I know a woman who, after retiring, felt completely lost and without purpose. After much reflection, she realized that she had always felt fulfilled when she helped others solve practical problems. She began offering free counseling to people going through divorce, using her own experience and knowledge. This evolved into a regular volunteer work that brought her more satisfaction than any paid job she had ever had. Another example is of a man who discovered that his purpose was to preserve and share traditional knowledge. He began documenting ancient techniques of his craft and teaching interested young people, feeling that he was helping to keep traditions alive. The benefits of having a clear purpose are extraordinary. First, you wake up each day with a compelling reason to get out of bed and face the day. Second, your actions gain meaning and direction, making you feel useful and relevant again. Third, you develop a sense of legacy, knowing that your life has a positive impact on the world. And finally, pursuing a higher purpose connects you with others who share similar values, creating deep and meaningful relationships. Tip 8. Cultivate an attitude of active gratitude. The eighth and final way to start over at 60 as if life were just beginning is to develop an attitude of active and intentional gratitude. I'm not just talking about thinking about things you're grateful for, but consciously living from that perspective of abundance and appreciation. This solves the problem of negativity and bitterness that can build up over time. Many people at this age focus on what they've lost, the opportunities they've missed, the health issues, or the limitations that aging has brought. This scarcity mindset and focus on the negative creates a vicious cycle where you literally train your brain to see mainly what's wrong with your life, while missing out on all the wonderful things that still exist. To practice this, start each day by consciously identifying 3 specific things you are grateful for. Not general things, but concrete aspects of your life at that moment. It could be a hot cup of coffee in the morning, a pleasant conversation with a neighbor, or simply waking up to another day. Throughout the day, practice pausing and recognizing moments of beauty or kindness that happen around you. One touching example is that of a woman who was going through a very difficult time, dealing with health problems and the loss of loved ones. She began writing down 3 gratitudes every day in a small notebook. At first, it was difficult to find positive things, but gradually she began to notice small moments of joy that had previously gone unnoticed. Within a few months, her outlook on life had completely changed, and she became a noticeably lighter and more positive person. Another example is of a man who turned his daily walk into a ritual of gratitude, consciously observing the nature around him and giving thanks for every little detail he noticed. The benefits of this practice are profound and immediate. First, active gratitude literally rewires your brain to notice more positive aspects of life, significantly improving your mood and mental well-being. Second, grateful people tend to have healthier relationships and attract more positive experiences. Third, this attitude creates an infectious energy that inspires others around you. And finally, living from a place of gratitude makes you realize that you already have a rich and abundant life, regardless of external circumstances, which is the foundation for true happiness and fulfillment. Conclusion: we've reached the end of this transformative journey, and I hope you've come to realize one fundamental truth. At 60, your life isn't ending. It may just be truly beginning. Each of these 8 strategies I've shared has the power to completely revolutionize your experience of life, but only if you decide to put them into practice. Remember what we've seen. Rediscovering your forgotten passions brings purpose and renewed energy. Investing in meaningful relationships creates a network of support and joy. Setting new goals keeps your mind active and your heart hopeful. Proactively taking care of your health unlocks your full physical and mental potential. Exploring new experiences expands your horizons and keeps life exciting. Developing a growth mindset allows you to keep evolving. Rediscovering your life purpose gives deep meaning to your days. And cultivating active gratitude transforms your perspective on everything. These aren't just pretty ideas to think about. They're practical tools that work. Ordinary people, just like you, have already proven that it's possible to start over and flourish at this age. All that's missing now is your decision to start. Don't let another day pass by in the same old routine. Don't accept that your best phase is over. You have knowledge, experience, wisdom, and most importantly, you have today. Today is the perfect day to start any of these changes. So tell me, which of these 8 strategies touched your heart the most? Which one will you start implementing this week? Your next big adventure is waiting for you, and I can't wait to see what incredible story you'll create from now on.